And the thing is, like, I didn't know anything about her story, so I don't know how far things are going. I don't know about anything, but the fighting was great in that story. It ramped up, and I need to say that I'm not a crier. I don't really cry when I watch movies. I don't. I teared up like when I watched Titanic. That was it. And then what else? I think I teared up. I think I really teared up when I was watching the first season of Stranger Things, where they pulling out Will's body from the water, his fake body, and then they like crying and stuff. And like, you said he was alive, or something like that, or whatever. I might be wrong if it's Will. I think it might be someone else. But the point is that the scene in Stranger Things season 1 where I tear up a little bit. I don't really tear up. I don't. Shows and movies, it just doesn't do it to me. And this movie, I gotta be honest, like, I didn't cry, but like, this film deals with domestic violence, and I didn't expect that. I just didn't know anything about her true story, so I didn't know about it. Ended up being in it. And her husband says something to her in the beginning of the film, and sometimes when people say stuff, you gotta listen. You just gotta listen to what they're saying, you know, especially if they say stuff like this more than once. And he says something, he says, if you leave me, I'll take you out. I'll kill you. That's what it says. That's what he says. He tells her that in the beginning. And he says it more than once in the film. But he doesn't really show too much violence towards her until like towards the end, towards more like the later half of the film. And because of that, you just hear his words and you see his demeanor. So maybe you think, okay, he's just saying it. You know what I mean? But I kind of knew, because he just had something in his look in his eye where I'm just like, she needs to get away from this guy. And the thing that made me tear up, all right, yeah, I'm honest. Yeah, a tiny bit was coming. And it's because Sydney Sweeney's such a great actress. And it's because she's talking to her friend, and her friend is telling her, like, why don't you leave? And she's like, I'm a fighter. I own that house too. I'm not gonna let him kick me out of my house. She's basically saying, no matter what situation she's in, she's a fighter, and she's gonna fight. You know, she's gonna fight for whatever. And she's in such a situation right now where she needs to leave, but she's like, I'm a fighter. And it's like, and like I say, and everything that happens to her, but this movie shows a lot more than I expected it to show. And there's a part where she's like, basically, you know, she's like basically done. Like, I'm gonna say there's blood and like some gunshots were involved. And the point I'm trying to say, I was not expecting to go to that extremes. And there's a part where you want her to get out. You want her to go. And I know this is based on a true story, so they can't like lie about if she survives or not. So I'm like, damn, I hope she gets out of this. And like she's trying to get away, and that it was just a little bit misty eye, because she's a fighter, and it showed like stuff that happened to her. She should have been gone. She should have left this earth. But the thing is, she's a fighter.